What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Hermit FTB. Oh yeah, baby. Playing on the Hermitcraft server using the monster pack. And we just updated to version 1.1.1. So exciting. I don't know what's changed. I think they took out a lot of stuff. All like the cheaty liquids using for power. You could just use water for power and things like that. I think you can still, let's check on our stuff over here. Last time we added in a whole bunch of plants. It was kind of, I don't want to say a boring episode, but I spent way too much time in the crafting table. It was kind of ridiculous. So hopefully we won't keep on doing it. I'm going to try and get better about not. That video actually hasn't even uploaded yet. At the time I'm recording this. I'm recording a couple hours after I uploaded my vlog for PAX. I'm actually at PAX at the time this is being uploaded. So, interesting. It's kind of weird. You're watching this in the future. But I'm a little goofy because it's like 1, 2 in the morning. So, anyway, excuse me. Let's move on with the episode. Today I want to goof around. I've been talking about it. With the windmills, I want to use something different, or at least try to, than solar panels for IC2 power. I know we could just use the freaking power converters, the the power converter mod, but I want to try and do it with the IC2 stuff. And usually their generator type things are pretty good. So I crafted a bunch of low voltage ones. They're not actually. I could use this. I think I can just hit 3. Is that right? Yeah. You can just look at any block and hit 3 and it'll show you the recipe, which is pretty neat. So this is from Compact Windmills. Yeah, pretty simple to make, I guess, if you can call anything simple. But anyway, how these guys work, you got to put them... I was testing out for the different heights. This height right here, 96. What's our height down here? A 53. So what is that, like 40 blocks up? A little bit more than that. I already forgot what the height was. But in any case, I think it doesn't really get the max output until you're around 64 blocks up in the air. And you can't have things obstructing it in the way either. Or I believe it slows it down. I could be wrong. I'm kind of winging it, guys. But anyway, there's a bunch of different rotors you can make to put in this. So let's look at that. And these are all the different rotors. So you can do a wood rotor. Real cheap, just sticks and an iron plate. And it says that this only has 50% of efficiency, and it only lasts for 2 hours, and it also tells the number of ticks. Then you could upgrade to a carbon rotor, a little bit more expensive, basic machine casing, all the carbon. We have all this automated at the current moment, but this gets 75% efficiency. Then there's the iridium rotor, which gets 100%, lasts forever. That's what we're going to want to get to. But iridium in this pack, I think there might be nether iridium, but I'm pretty sure we got to make it. And UU matter, all that stuff, totally different now. So we're going to have to play with that. There's an alloy rotor. This gets 90%, which is pretty good. So far, I believe the best of any we've looked at, and it lasts for 6 hours. But it's pretty expensive, because these all come from the mixed metal ingots and all that stuff. Have that automated as well. But this one, I'm kind of liking it. It only lasts 30 minutes, but you get 90% efficiency. It's just wool, string, and then a wood rotor. So we'll probably play around with that, but I'm going to use that one, the cloth rotor that I just showed you, just for testing purposes. So right here, the windmill, let's look up windmill again. I said I wouldn't be in the crafting recipe. And look at this. This thing is awesome looking. This is half the reason why I love it. But the low voltage one, it's supposed to do up to 32, it says. So right here, that's extreme low, does 8. Low does 32. And then as we upgrade to medium, 128. Max, high voltage is going to do 512. And they even have an extreme voltage, which is pretty crazy. 2048. So I think it's pretty neat. And I want to play with this. So anyway, this one's 90% efficiency of 32. That would be around, I think, like 28.8, something like that when I was looking. So this one's definitely not getting that max efficiency. So let's go up a little bit higher to the next one. And this one is now at level 118. I think this one is 64 blocks above. It's too late to do math. I'm sorry. But at this one, when we stick it in, it's getting 28. So this looks like it's probably the max efficiency one. Let's just go up a little bit higher and see. It shouldn't be able to get higher than that, but let's just see. And this one also gets 28. Cool. So for the heights, it looks like I think this was as high as it needed to be. Let's put another one. Let me see if I have any of that cable. Do we? Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's just try and stick it there. Oh, do I need to use my wrench for this? All right, so I wrenched off my windmill. Stick it there, and let's just see. It's still going to get it. Still gets 28 there. So at what height does it have to be? Let me do the math. So 64 above, 53 would be 107. Is that right? Or it'd be 117. 117, I think. So where's 117? This isn't quite there. Was this one at 117? So this one's not even at 117. This one's only at... Whoop. At 112. Alright. So, and that's still doing just as well. Can we go even lower? Alright guys, so I goofed around with this a bit more. And I'm here at 103. And when I put a rotor into here... See it? We're still getting 28. And this is... No, this isn't even close to 64. So, above the ground. So I'm not sure if that's really a thing or if I just somehow saw that somewhere and made it up. I really don't know. Then I was trying to look up information about these, and I saw the old windmills. I think they got their max efficiency at like Y is 150, and we're not there either. So I really don't know. I'll spend a good bit of time looking this stuff up, and while I'm at PAX, I'll talk to Dyer and a couple other people, get more familiar, because I'm still not sure how the changes have what exactly how everything's changed as far as the packet sizes and how energy is brought through and all that sort of stuff. I obviously care, but I just haven't had the time to really play around with it too much. I've been kind of doing it with you guys. So anyway, I know with the windmills, you got to leave a good bit of space. I'm not sure exactly what that amount of space is, but I want to see how much that space is really affected if we were to just go and put a bunch of these here. And also if the rotors will even fit on them. So, all right, it fits on. Can we put a rotor in here? Oh, that's kind of cool. I can feel a frame rate drop when I do that, but that's pretty neat. Oh, dude. That's really cool. So I'm trying to just go for something that's compact and quick. So 28 still. They're all doing 28. Now, I don't know if I have to plug in something that's sucking power before it would go down, but that's kind of neat. So I don't know if the windmills themselves, every picture I've seen, they've been spread far apart. So I don't know. It also, maybe we'd see more of a difference if we went to a higher level than a low voltage windmill. But that's pretty neat. All right. So that's something I wanted to check out. The next thing that I want to check, we won't do too much, but I want to see with my AE system, can I tell it to automatically export windmills? Like, once it gets empty, will it just make a new one? So let's do like a little wire thingy here. All right, that should be good. And let's put, oh, I need a block. I'm going to use you for a block. All right, so let's put that there. Let's put a windmill here. And then knock this block off. All right, and then get an export bus. Boom. And let's see. I think I need to craft... I don't know, it probably shouldn't matter, but I'm going to craft a brand new rotor. Rotor. I like, again, the cloth ones just because they have the 90% efficiency for being so cheap. They don't last a long time, but if we're able to auto-craft stuff... Let's see, so we're going to want always craft item, cloth rotor. Does it input into that side? Look at that! That is pretty sweet. Oh, nice. And it looks like if we're not taking power out, see the time's not going down or anything. It doesn't use up the windmill's rotor either, unless it's taking out power. All right, that's cool. That's a cool thing to know. So let's wrench this guy. Can knock this stuff off. I'll just leave this wires here. So we could make a pretty easy automated farm for the rotors to be then inserted into this. So that's cool. I want to see now what if we did. I know, guys, this isn't probably the best way to do it, but I don't care. We'll get to better ways later. All right. Let's knock this guy off. All right, now I want to see as far as power converters and so forth. Now, these are low voltage. So you'd think you'd be able to, at least based on how things used to be, I should be able to just go like that low voltage thing, because it would all be low voltage. Put on the energy thing, and then put on, we're going to change it to RF so we can move it by Tesseract. So you'd think this would work. Now, I don't believe it still does, but this is what we're going to test. So everything's on there fine right now. As soon as we toss on too many windmills, see, it pops off. So now I'm kind of confused. I don't think that's the way the voltages work. I think it just adds up on top of each other. So 28, 28, 28, and then once it hit with the max of what low voltage could be, I don't know, is that no longer considered low voltage? I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a high voltage one. Boom, and then it should never pop off. Again, that's probably the wrong way to do it. I'll get things figured out in between now and next episode. But let's get all these stuck in there. Cool. It gives me about 300 FPS left doing this. So you can see why with the compact windmills, it's so much better. Because I'm going to be able to combine all these into two medium voltage ones, and then eventually into a high voltage, and then eventually an extreme voltage. And I'll only have to deal with like one rotor. So that's cool. So anyway, let's see for this stuff. I'm going to want to do, I believe, one of these guys. Because for whatever reason, it doesn't like to, when I set a resonant energy cell directly on there, it didn't like understand it or pick it up or something. So let's get these sides all done right. Oh, I didn't notice which way I aimed it. So we want that. Nope. Other one. This will be our red. Is that right? No. Oh, I'm going to knock it off and start over. So there's the hot side. That's where the power is going to go out. And in the back, we're going to have the power go in. All right. We're in business. Very cool. So we should see this starting to fill up if I set the things correct. And let's put this to the top. Not that it's taken in that much, but let's do it. So we should see it going up. Very cool, very cool. Let's take a look at all these guys now. So now we're seeing it has dropped down. It dropped down by 1. I think that's because we have one block obstructing it for each one or something like that. That one's only 26 now. But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. So I'm going to leave it like that instead of doing this thing all spread out. assuming that's what the problem is. And then we can take our tesseract here so we don't have to have a wire going all the way down there on the hot side. And this one we have set. Send only. Windmills. All right. So now for this guy, throw this one down. Set the input. It's going to be there. So that should be good, right? Did it go to the right way? All right. So this way we're able to take the power from our windmills and bring it way down here. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to try and make a whole bunch of these guys. And we'll probably switch over our power because, I mean, that up there, I think is doing far more power than we're getting from our generators. Only doing 10 EU each. And we're going to be upgrading to probably eventually the extreme. I'll probably try to get to high by next episode. But I think that's pretty cool. Now, since we changed to 1.1.1, I think we should go over and check out the other base. I heard there's some kind of weird stuff going on, and my mob farm's been acting up a little bit. So let's go check that out. Oh no, guys, this is really bad. So I went and I killed one of those, what are they called? The little rat thingamabobbers that pick stuff up. And look at all the things that they had on them. They had grinders and a sound muffler. That means something exploded downstairs. Oh, I'm a little nervous about it. We're getting these new poison gland things. What does it say it's from? From one of those swamp mobs. So I think I get... Oh, no good, not good. Oh, this is really bad, guys. Oh my goodness. So something blew up over here. Oh no. Did they take out all the power wire? Alright, so it's still grinding. I think a few of them. I think we're going to have to move away from cursed earth for a while. And look at it. It looks like it's starting to spread more. Oh, this is so bad. Alright, let's go in. Let's go in and take out this cursed earth. Where's my silk touchy? Alright, so let's get our excavator out. Let's put this back. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, I should probably turn on the lights. I hope it didn't knock out all my lights. Alright, so that should help slow down spawning a bit. A bit. Oh no, this is so bad. How can we get in here? Get all this cursed earth. Quick. 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 Oh, it's spreading everywhere. Alright, I think we're safe. I hope. Come here, you little turd. Stop stealing my stuff. Kobolds. That's what they're called. Alright, so we should be safe. Just get this last one over here. Hopefully it didn't spread anywhere else. Oh my goodness. So Jevin said this was happening to him a lot too, but this was before the update. And he was getting... Can't look in there with the hopper there. He was getting explosions going on that were blowing up everything. And I know we've always heard the explosions going on, but it never blew things up. So... if we're going to continue doing one of these cursed earth farms, you're going to have to let me know. Was this just a creeper explosion? Or is there something different? I suppose it could have been... no, it couldn't have been a power thing. Couldn't have been a power thing. That was definitely some type of creeper or something. So let me know in the comments what the heck is up with this. And I think we're just going to have to be safer and get a better, like, blast-resistant material. Maybe like the... I don't even know if you have to go this high, but to like the septuple cobblestone, no. Probably just like obsidian or something that's strong. All right, so it looks like we lucked out. The only real thing that got lost in the mix was that one transfer node that took all of our mob essence over to the drums, and they're full anyway. So I'm just going to leave this inactive for now. It's just asking for trouble until we fix it all up. In fact, let's just check what we have for mob drops. I've been emptying these out every day. I'll come by and I'll empty stuff out. So it's really not too active when I'm not here, just because you have to have a player around in the area. Anyway, let's go back. I want to mess around also briefly with some of the new extra cell stuff for AE and be able to have liquid storage going on. So I think that should be pretty cool. Let's go make a bunch of drums. In fact, I need to make patterns for the drums. Let's see, drum. Is there an empty drum pattern? Okay, so empty drum. Let's make... Oh, what does it need? It can take different stuff. Okay, we can use normal steel, so maybe we should do a pattern for steel first. So let me take care of all this stuff, all the steel, all the auto crafting, and then we will return. All right, so I got the auto crafting for drums. Let's grab those. Let's run back over to the tree farm again. Let's replace the XP drums, or the, what are they called? The mob essence drums. Come over here. And then we can use these to test out for the liquids. Alright, so it should all stay in there when I break it. Yep. Don't have to wrench or anything like that. And these guys should be all full. Oop, I should have made another one. Oh wells. And these guys, some people say they're a little expensive with a Calclavia core. I think it's pretty good. I really don't think they're bad for holding 256 buckets and being able to just pick it up like that. Whoa! It's really not bad at all, and well worth it. So, let's go back to the base and let's start crafting up some of these extra cells. Alright, so extra cells mod. The stuff it adds Certus tanks. Interesting. Certus glass. And here we have Giga storage, Terra storage, and then all the fluid storages, Kilo storage, Mega storage, just absolutely enormous storage things. Let's see, we also have the fluid storage monitor, fluid level emitter. Oh, that's, you know, that's that walrus that Slip uses. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like making one of those. That's too funny. Let's see the walrus. He goes and puts this walrus thing. Look at him. It's so silly. Goes and puts a walrus, hides it in every episode, and then you got to try and find it in the comments. I think that's pretty funny. Oh, man. We'll name our walrus Slip. So anyway, what we're going to be working on is these fluid storage guys here. So the small one doesn't look like it. It can store 5 different types of fluid for each one. But let's see. So to do that, okay, it's not too expensive. It's not too expensive. Now for these, 3 of those. For this one, 3 of those. All right, I think this is pretty worth it. So why don't we, I don't know, should we start with the small one? I made crafting things for all this. So let's start with, we'll start with the small one, see how much it actually stores. Also, I came across this blast-resistant ME drive. That's pretty neat. You can take a normal ME drive, put obsidian around it, and I don't think we'd really have to worry about anything exploding. Ah, that's what I'm missing, my little remote. But, you know, it never hurts to plan ahead a little bit. All right, and then for the fluid drive... Let's see how crafting up one of these, how it goes first. And see if we can handle that. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I was able to finish it. It's probably going overkill. Fluid. So since we did that, is it in here? Where is it? Yay! So we can just, I guess, do the 64. Begin, turn it into a drive. Awesome. So we have that. What else do we need? Fluid interface. Fluid void. All right, ME fluid terminal. How did we make that? All right, so an access terminal, that little Certus tank thing. Okay, so that's not too bad. What else are we going to need? Fluid void. I think that's really going to be about fluid transition plane. Cool, you could probably use that to get water from an infinite pool. Fluid crafting chamber. Ooh. Fluid storage monitor. That's kind of neat. Maybe we should make one of those too. And what was the other one? All right, so I think that's all that we're going to really need. Then we should also do fluid import bus and export bus. All right, so we got all of our stuff. Let's get this stuff put in. Since we're all filled up on drives, let's knock this guy out. Let's put in our new blast resistant ME drive. That's pretty cool. Oh, but it only has 3 slots. Interesting. All right, let's put in our fluid storage. And let's put in our fluid terminal. Man, those guys are tough to cut. All right, cool. So I think that in this way it will only look up fluids, I believe, and not all the other junk. So they should be all linked in. Now let's try this out. We have our things all filled up. Let's see. I should be able to just, I guess, set one of these down like right here. And then do our fluid, our import bus, right? And then let's see, move 20 to 50 per tick. All right, so that's going to be quick. It should be filling up, right? All right, you know what? I think it's because I had to do it from the bottom, maybe. So let's try that. Is it taken out? Okay, that's what it was. That's what it was. Oh. All right, so it should be all taken out. Nice. Oh, that's super sweet. Now, what are these little things down here? Can't click on them. So you must be able to, you know what? Maybe I can put, maybe that's for drives. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it finished up. Let's throw our next one on. Oh, this is pretty sweet. And how's our drive doing? Yeah, it's pretty expensive. You really don't get that much storage space. But I think it's cool. All right, that one's done. And next, and then in the future, we can just link up any mob farm directly into our system here and not have to worry about tanks. Tanks are a thing of the past. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, and I believe the B, it must just stand for buckets there. Sweet, all empty. Awesome. And how much room? You know what? I was wrong. We have plenty of room. That's a lot. So, anyway, guys, I think that's going to about do it. We'll get into next time more at the windmills. I'll actually, by the time I get back from PAX and seeing all the Feed the Bees people that are there, I'll get my head wrapped around the new IC2. And, yeah, hopefully windmills end up being something cool and we can play with them. I like doing something that's a little bit different than what everyone else on the server's doing. It just makes for more fun. And yeah, other than that, make sure to go check out the Twitter at KingDaddyDMAC. See what's been going on at PAX East. I should be there right now. I'll be back on Monday and we'll resume with normal video uploading. But this may be the last one for until I'm back. So anyway, show me some love. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Check out my Twitter. And yeah, that's about it. Any tips? Yeah, any tips that you got for the windmills for me? That would help out. And for anything with the fluid storage, I should know. So yeah, for real now. Peace out.